In today's show, Chelsea Randall turns the tables on her coach. And if Matthew Nicks could recruit any player, who would it be? Hi, I'm Mark Bickley and welcome to The Crows Show, brought to you by the new Poppin' Chicken Carry Cup, only $3.95 at Hungry Jack's. Also joining us, Belinda Sloan, and she's with a player who's got so much on his plate, you wonder how he finds time for football.
Vix, just imagine playing footy at the highest level whilst completing multiple university degrees. Well, somehow Reilly O'Brien manages to do it all, and I must say he keeps a pretty tidy home. Reilly, firstly, tell us what you're studying.
Yes, I finished a Bachelor of Medical Science. I've always wanted to do medicine and I'm doing a few Master's degrees now. So a Master's of Neuroscience and a Master's of Public Health and an MBA. So yeah, got my hands full, but trying to keep busy.
And how do you balance study and sport? I mean, both are a full-time job in themselves, I imagine.
A little bit, yeah. I mean, they probably help each other in terms of taking the focus off one. Helps you, I guess, feel refreshed for the other. So I enjoy a day off where I get out of footy and forget about footy for the day and just study. So I enjoy that, and then I guess the discipline and organisation probably lends itself to both. So yeah, I've got to use my time well, got to be disciplined with my schedule, and I guess work out ways to fit it all in, and then work out ways to actually learn the content and get better.
So when should you finish your degrees?
Hopefully in the next year or two. So I'll finish one set of degrees next year, and then the next the year after. So that'll be good, and then I'll have a little break, and then look into potentially studying more after football as well.
So that's not it for you on the study?
Well, I've always wanted to go into medicine and be a doctor, so that'd be another 4 years full time. So I can't do that concurrently with football. So I've always had that dream. So I'll hopefully be able to do that after footy and become a doctor. Yeah.
Releases the kick, Ned Reeves, big tall target. O'Brien read it well.
You've been with the Crows for 8 years. How much longer ideally would you like to play?
Good question. I feel like I probably started my actual playing career pretty late. I only played 2 games in my first 4 years, so I feel like I've got plenty of footy left and plenty of improvement left, so hopefully at least another 8 years, but we shall see.
You tackled big Nick Nat last weekend. How was the matchup and how was the atmosphere at Optus Stadium? Yeah,
it was a pretty crazy game. Obviously, Josh Kennedy's farewell game, so they packed it out with 50,000 pretty raucous fans. Every time they got near the ball, they were pretty loud, and yeah, it was a really good atmosphere, and we were able to hold on for the win, which was great. Nick Nat's, yeah, obviously one of the best ruckmen probably of all time, so coming up against him is always a real challenge. He's got some unique abilities, especially in the centre bounce, and being able to combat that's definitely a challenge, but I always enjoy it. I enjoy playing the best players and testing myself.
You put the phone away in the week leading up to that game, did you?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. I've retired the notes on my phone for pre-game intel, so that's what I've learnt from a few years ago, for sure.
Well, thanks so much for having us in your beautiful home today, Reilly. All the best with the rest of footy and what's to come after.
Thanks so much.
Back to you, Vix.
Bill, I'm sure Reilly's workload would exhaust most people. Now, did you know Crows members get exclusive access to a wealth of content on afc.com.au? Head to the Crows website and click the exclusive tab for member-only articles, videos and photo galleries. Stay with us. After the break, the Doc has to take a few lessons from his captain. We all know Doc Clarke is a man of many talents. Not only is he the ruck coach of the men's team, he's a dual premiership coach of the AFLW side and a qualified vet. But there's one thing he can't seem to do, and that's control his 6-month-old Kelpie, Peanut. So who better to help him than his captain and dog training enthusiast, Chelsea Randall.
So this is our 6-month-old Kelpie. And her name is Madame Peanut Wigglebutt, and obviously the kids came up with that, and I wasn't too sure about it, but it turns out she is a peanut. It just so happens that Chelsea had a dog who everyone said was the craziest dog in the club.
Yep.
And she's had some success at bringing that
very small
a little bit of success at bringing Lenny under a level of control. So we thought, if she can control Lenny, then maybe,
Yes.
maybe
Oh,
she can
yeah.
help us out with Peanut.
I got Lenny in March 2020. I was going through my ACL rehab, being a Kelpie. It's also been very challenging in terms of just training him. He's got so much energy, and I've just had to train myself to be a better owner, honestly.
We had a Kelpie for 19 years, and we got that Kelpie before we had kids, and we had a lot of time to train it. And then we got another one, much to my wife's irritation, because she said, we haven't got time for this dog. And I said, it'll be fine. But turns out she was right. So we haven't quite got her under control yet. So coming back is a bit of a challenge. Jumping up is a challenge. What else? She trashes the
Jumping. She wrecks a lot of things.
She's wrecked a lot of stuff, yeah.
Heard you've had some issues with her just not wanting to come back to you.
Yeah, that's a massive issue.
Okay. We're going to do like a 3 metre lead.
Yep.
And so the idea being that we're trying to get Peanut's learning how to come back to us, but we still have a level of control.
We've got the control.
Peanut, come! Yes! Good girl! But I want to make sure all 4 of her legs are on the ground when I reward her as well. So I'm trying to actually, sometimes I might just stand here and see if she gets distracted by something, and then I'll call, hello? Yes, you're doing a good job of just waiting and looking.
I think Peanut might have a new owner.
What did you say?
Nothing. We've got 5 litres of the pack at home, and so she gets a fair few mixed cues, and yeah, it's just time and consistency. But some of the stuff Chelsea's been saying has been useful, and I reckon we'll definitely give all of it a go.
Sometimes what I've learned over my journey of meeting lots of dog trainers and is that, you know, Kelpies love running and they love playing, but we have to balance that physical attribute with their mental stimulation. Peanut is such a beautiful dog, so much beautiful potential. She's highly intelligent, but 10 minutes a day, hopefully he can get some good things out of Peanut, and she'll be a great household dog.
Chelsea and her teammates kick off their season in a grand final rematch against Melbourne on Friday, the 26th of August at 7 p.m. Become a member today for as little as $25 and get ready for 2 in 2022. Join at crowsmembership.com.au. Now, each week of the show, Tom Duday and Hungry Jacks help us relive a favourite Crows memory through the eyes of a player. We call them Whopper moments. This time, it's a highlight from last season.
All right, time for another Whopper moment. Hungry Jacks. Ned McHenry, how you going?
Tommy, I'm well. How are you?
It's great to see you, mate. Fellow Geelong boy, I'm excited. You're the only other Geelong player here, so I'm just really excited to talk to you.
Thanks, mate. It's good energy. Let's get down to this Whopper moment.
Let's get into it, mate. Talk me through it.
So my Whopper moment is James Rowe kicking his first goal in AFL footy against Geelong last year in round 1.
He's got it going. Jimmy Rowe from the pocket. What a chance he's got here. He's going nuts already. Oh, look at that. He's bursting.
Pretty special moment. His dad was up in the stands calling the game, and Jimmy was kind of doing these ones after the goal. So pretty special moment and a good.
He gave it a bit, didn't he?
He gave it plenty. He's a good celebrator, Jimmy.
He's fair enough considering it was a big situation, big game. His old man, couple of tears shed in the booth, do you reckon?
There were tears. Special moment for him. Obviously, he called it. Oh, Jimmy, great goal.
I was waiting for you to do that.
It's a really good goal. Took a bounce and slotted it home and celebrated hard. So I love that.
Now, you're a fellow forward. You kick a few goals. You've never really hit that sort of hard celebration like he does. You're a bit more of the grab the jumper and whatnot. You don't really give the whole double point and then get around. It's a bit different, isn't it?
Yeah, the grab the jumper, that was instinctual. That was a bit strange, but it just came to me at the moment. So I'll just keep letting that happen organically.
Is there ever a chance you hit the James Rowe level of celebration?
If I'm kicking goals like him, I might, but at the moment I'm not kicking those snaps, so all good.
So you can just leave it at that?
Absolutely.
Leave it at a little finger point or a fist pump?
Yeah.
Happy days. All right, appreciate it, mate. Thank you for joining us.
Jimmy certainly knows how to celebrate. Okay, still to come. Junior goes behind the scenes of his own recovery from serious injury. Welcome back. Serious injuries have plagued Wayne Miller's recent career. He missed virtually the entire 2020 and 21 seasons, undergoing medical and rehab treatments. So, who better to visit Dr. Jones and partners to check out how they help players recover from injuries?
Afternoon, Wayne.
How you going?
Come in for your scan?
Yeah, no worries. G'day, Dr. Zato. So, can you tell me why people have MRIs?
Well, Wayne, MRIs give an incredible detail of what's going on inside your body. So we can look at all sorts of structures from your brain right down to your toes. Very high resolution images to work out what might be causing patients problems. So we can guide the best treatment. For sporting people, we do a lot of imaging of joints and bones. And we can diagnose all sorts of things in really fine detail.
So is it safe?
MRI is not known to have any safety issues. In fact, doesn't use any radiation as opposed to some of the other imaging techniques. So we can do repeated imaging in people and image young patients without having to worry at all about the radiation issues.
Okay, so why do I have to get changed when I'm going into MRI?
Yeah, Wayne, so it's a large magnetic field, so it's important that we get everyone changed because anything metallic can be attracted to the field. When we get patients changed, we make sure that all their metallic things are off them, any phones, credit cards, any metallic objects on the clothing, because any metal going into the machine can also heat up, so we've got to be careful of burns.
So one thing I noticed when I was in there was quite noisy. But why is it so noisy?
So it's so noisy because we have lots of coils of wire in the machine and there's a lot of current going through the coils to get the images. When the current goes through, it kind of knocks around and bangs around in the machine, so that's the loud noises that you're hearing. So when someone has an MRI scan, we give them earplugs and headphones just to muffle the noise out so it's not so loud in there. When you get headphones, you get to listen to the radio as well, so that's always good.
It's great to see Junior back in good form. And someone else who's been in good form all year on radio is Big Sam Jacobs. You can catch Sauce and Tomo every Sunday morning at 9 on Triple M in the Crows radio show. Volunteers are the lifeblood of grassroots football clubs across the country. Their invaluable contributions were recognised by Toyota and the AFL at Toyota's Good for Footy round 2 weeks ago. Toyota invited volunteers to the Carlton game to form a guard of honour, toss the coin and join in mid-game festivities.
I'm Steph Jones and I'm with North Gambier Football Club from Mount Gambier. So I'm here attending tonight because I've actually been lucky enough to be given the opportunity to toss the coin for the Crows vs Carlton game. Toyota presented me with that opportunity as recognition for my Volunteer of the Year award for 2021. So my role's, I suppose, very diverse, from cooking chips in a canteen on a Sunday for juniors to the administration behind the scenes, the registration of all the players. Gives you, I suppose, the satisfaction to know that you've had input in putting smiles on the kids' faces, in helping your club succeed.
My name's Chris Eastham from the Woodville South Football Club. Down there I'm in charge of the merchandise range that we give to our players and supporters. Been at Woodville South since I was 9 years old, so nearly 30 years. Just always put my hand up for whatever needed to be done, actually to the point where there's a volunteer award named after me for the players. Sets a standard for the other players to live up to. Everyone to put their hand up and help when it's their turn, not just roll up and play.
I'm extremely excited to toss the coin tonight at the game, but I'm incredibly nervous. This opportunity, thanks to Toyota, is amazing.
So we've invited to Adelaide Oval today by Toyota. Brought my son Hayden, who's 7 years old. He's been to plenty of footy games, but his dream is to get on the Adelaide Oval, so only told him 5 minutes ago that we're going out in the Oval and he nearly cried.
The Toyota Good for Footy raffle is a free and easy way to fundraise for your local club, and they'll receive 100% of the proceeds. Register now at toyotagoodforfooty.raffletix.com.au. Now, the SANFL has a proud history of producing AFL players, but the local league also provides another career pathway, and we'll look at that shortly. Each week across SANFL senior and junior competitions, more than 520 umpires take the field. Many aspire to one day join AFL ranks, and a Pathways program means at least one local umpire reaches the elite level every couple of years. With the help of Bendigo Bank, we dropped in recently on a coaching and fitness session.
Umpire Tom Bryce holds the ball aloft. Two ruckmen face off against each other. Jack Hannes up against Big Redden.
Thompson off the hands of the pack on the side, or he was run down.
Really proud to have umpired league footy and do that with my mates and meet some of my best mates out here. My brothers played a bit of school footy, so being the eldest, I'd go along and watch them, and for something to do, earn a bit of pocket money and help out the school, I'd umpire and yeah, loved my footy. So from there, just kept at it, and here I am.
Tom has come through our under-16s right through to league. He's done a couple of grand finals now, and he's done AFLW, and also sits on the bench for AFL matches. So he's a perfect example of coming through the system.
Just a great way to feel like you're improving on so many life skills, not just umpiring related, but you're working on teamwork, resilience, communication, and just a great way to be fit, be engaged, and have fun.
There's huge benefits. One is the pocket money. It's really good money if you work it out per hour. Also fitness, part of a team. You mightn't be the best player, but you can always be the best umpire. And the other thing is the ability to communicate, negotiation skills. It's wide ranging, and yeah, it's just a fantastic team to get involved with.
Having the opportunity to umpire in the AFLW has been a massive honour and learning for me as well, and yeah, hopefully keep aspiring to reach the highest level and umpire AFL footy.
Jump on the website, SANFL website. All the dates are there for our basic umpires courses, which are free. You go along and we cover off on the 3 different disciplines. Register and we'll get you in the system.
If you love the game but don't want to play, give umpiring a go. Visit the SANFL website. Okay, it's time to find our crow in the crowd. When you take a photo of yourself or a friend at one of our games and post it to social media, make sure you use the hashtag WeFlyAsOne. Thanks to all those who've done so this season. Again, plenty to choose from, so let's settle on you. Please email faceinthecrowd@afc.com.au to claim your prize of 2 tickets to Toyota's exclusive Hilux Hill at Adelaide Oval. You might remember a few weeks ago, Matthew Nicks named basketball superstar LeBron James as the athlete that he'd most like to have seen in Crows colours. Well, this time, thanks to Flight Centre, Joshua from Adelaide asked the coach if he could pick a footballer from any club, past or present, to play for the Crows, who would it be?
Joshua, look, if you could have any player from any era, wow, I mean, there's so many incredible players out there. I played alongside Paul Kelly, Tony Lockett, so I've been extremely lucky to see some of the best. Look, if you talk current players, I'm probably being a bit biased here. I'm talking about some Sydney guys, but I love Heaney. I think he's a fantastic young player that obviously plays forward of the ball for Sydney, but can also play on ball. But again, that's probably being disrespectful to a lot of other really good footballers around the competition. Bontempelli, I think he's a unique midfielder that you don't see that often now. With his height, Cripps from Carlton. There's so many super players out there. Toby Green's one that I've been able to work with in the past, but I'm very mindful of the ones I'm going to miss out on mentioning.
Hey Nixie, I'm not feeling any love here. Well, that just about wraps up our show. Remember to keep an eye on @The_Crows Show on Twitter for all the latest news, and check out the club's social media accounts, Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Thanks for your company, and together with Belinda Sloan, I look forward to joining you again next weekend on 7 for our final show of 2022. Bye for now.